Hello, fellow wanderers. I'm Endri, and thank you for joining me as we wander through some more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Yeah, pretty much just gonna finish up this underground section here. Let's see if we can lure him around the corner, shall we? I would prefer not to run through the mines. Come on, a little further. You can do it. Probably close enough, to be honest. Still can't believe I spent points in throw lightsaber. I don't think I will ever be able to use that skill, that force power. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Are we actually in combat? Yes, but it doesn't seem to matter. And just finish this thing off. And we're good to go for that. I see we still have some friends over there. I will take that sonic detonator. And we have some more stuff to get there. But until we're out of combat, we're not going to be able to do that. Did you just throw a grenade at me? I think you just threw a grenade at me. Oh well, since we're a strength build, these don't really stand a chance. The little droid blowing up does more damage than the actual enemies here do. More credits, very nice. To see how we're looking. Ooh, did I miss one of you? You just kind of randomly got up. I mean, hey, I'll take the sonic grenade. And let's go ahead and recover this. And, oh, there we go. I don't want to use the deadly sonic mine. Let's use this minor one here. We do have to blow this open. There is no other way to get to the contents in here. And there we go. Ooh, 84 credits. I'd be sad to miss it on the other character. Anyway, we're ready through the Darkside run here again. Having a grand old, fairly simple time, and we're about to meet everybody's favorite robot. Droid. Yes, droid is the word you want to use. Yep, there's a familiar face.
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance?
I am looking for a way into the Paragus hangar bay.
Pitying answer. Oh, that is unfortunate, Master. The hangar is sealed behind a containment field. It would be impossible to open it.
What about override codes?
Answer. Only the Paragus administration officer would have such codes, Master. If he hasn't already been murdered in an unfortunate accident, then he is trapped in the dormitory section, which has been effectively cut off from the facility by explosives.
If I crawl through mining tunnels to get here, there's likely to be other tunnels.
Theory. You could walk across the surface of the asteroid to the dormitory airlock, but such a route would be extremely hazardous, and I do not wish to see you damaged.
I only want the codes the miners have, and when I have the codes, I'll dispose of them and leave this rock.
Warning. Master, continued exploration of this facility may place you in unnecessary danger. I encourage you to return to the medical bay and wait for retrieval from a vessel that is no doubt on the way, even as we continue this pointless conversation.
Another suggestion like that, and I'll turn you into scrap.
Weary resignation. Very well, Master, but there is very little that I can do. You see, the airlock is sealed by a code.
This just keeps getting better and better. Who's got the damn code?
Correction. Oh, I already possess the code, Master, but I am afraid that it will do you no good.
If you have the code, then give it to me.
Condescending explanation. Master, the console governing the droid maintenance area and the airlock is voice-printed, musing. In the last days of his life, the maintenance officer was quite careful about voice protocols, bordering on paranoid obsession. Conjecture. I suspect once he realized something was wrong in the facility, he voice-locked the droid bay functions. A prudent measure, but in the end, he met the same fate as the rest of the organics.
But you do know the code.
Condescending explanation. Oh yes, Master. The code is Maintenance Control Voice Print ID R1B5. But unless the maintenance officer speaks the code, it is useless.
Leave condescending out of your speech conditions from now on, or else.
Placating answer. Oh, of course, Master. I shall endeavor not to forget such descriptors in the future. If I do, I assure you, it is merely a result of memory damage I have suffered since our arrival.
If the maintenance officer is dead, how can I get him to speak the code?
Answer. Master, you cannot. You are trapped here just as I am. There is nothing to do, except patiently wait for whatever the future has in store for us.
Never mind, I'll be going now. And we gain some Darkside points because we are horrible people. Check the maintenance officer's corpse here. He's got a few things on him. Do a quick lap around. He'll talk to us when he sees us again. And anything here? Nope. Ooh, broken droid. More components. Can't complain. And we got a few components. That's nice. And something very important. A sonic imprint sensor. With the protocol droid's help, I finished work on the sonic imprint sensors. I've installed them in the mining droids, but I'm locking up the original here to prevent the other miners from using its ability to record and playback voices to override the droid's voice print protocols. So there you go. That's our hint as to what to do. We get to level up. Yay! We get to put more points in strength. Actually, I'm going to put points in con first. I like hit points. And demolitions is fine. And more powers. Unfortunately, this one will haunt me forever. Requires lightsaber. Oh well. We will worry about that some other time. Force Scream really isn't bad, but it's 3 to 18. Successful will save. I don't know. We could pick up Force Scream. I'll think about it. Force Push, don't care. Shock. The only other good one I don't really care about. I really want Force Deflection and its upgrade, but I can't pick it up until level 6. We've got a ways to go. Well then, we don't really have a lot of choices, do we? Pretty much everything is either light side or restricted by armor. You know what? Let's grab energy resistance while we're here. It's a decent power. And we can check the workbench here. We can create or break down items. There's really nothing here for us. Discharge energy cell, which would help with a lightsaber. Nothing we could do for melee. And then some armor stuff we could create. But I'm not too worried about that. We could upgrade some items. 50% cold, 50% fire, 5 cold and fire. That might actually be good against the mining droids here. So, and unfortunately, that one won't apply. Well, that's all right. And we don't have an actual vibroblade, so there's not much we could do. But there we go. We're slightly more effective than we were. Fantastic. Now that we have that, though, we need to get that
Greeting.
code.
It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master. How may I be of assistance?
What's that body there?
Answer. That is all that remains of the maintenance officer, Master. At the end, he was quite incoherent from the pain, and attempts to facilitate communications with him proved useless. I heard his dying screams as the droids he tended turned on him, mining him like a piece of asteroid rock.
Did he say anything at the end?
Recitation. Oh, yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
5 droids, burning through the outer door. They're forcing their way into the bay. Please, someone that... Oh no, they're through! Oh, my leg! They're burning through my leg! Oh, stop! Stop, please!
Addendum. His remaining attempts at communication are variations in decibel, Master, ranging from frenzied screams to gibbering inarticulate attempts to beg for his life.
Wait. If you can play back his voice, can't you speak the voice code?
Objection. Master, to commit such an act would be in violation of the ethics programming most droids are believed to possess. I am afraid there is nothing that can be done.
Believed to possess?
Irritated statement. Master, if you insist on echoing everything I say, this already tedious conversation is in danger of becoming even longer. Clarification. But yes, most droids are believed to possess ethics programming. Such programming would prevent me from using my incredible talents to break a voice print code.
I had some more questions
Of
for
course, Master. How may I be of assistance?
Can you play back the maintenance officer's last words?
Recitation. Oh, yes, Master. The record of his last moments were...
Can you repeat that?
Recitation.
Okay, so we can just go through that.
Object.
Okay.
Of course.
We haven't quite unlocked it yet. Tell me again about the voice print protocol, shall you? Would you please?
Condescending explanation. Master, the console.
You've heard that before. I've heard that before. Okay, we've done this. Can I... You can make voices. Can't you speak the code?
Objection.
Yep. Let's see here. I think we have to go to what are...
Proud answer. I am an HK series protocol droid master, skilled in transorganic relations and communications. This model has been responsible for the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities across the galaxy. I am fluent in over 6,000 forms of communication, and am also capable of nuances of expression ranging from irony to veiled threats.
Veiled threats?
Clarification. Oh, yes, Master. Sometimes the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities requires the use of every weapon in one's verbal arsenal. The unspoken threat of violence to a listener's loved ones, or if possible, their entire planet, can effectively break the deadlock in the most stubborn of negotiations.
What's a translation droid doing on Paragus?
Irritated explanation. That question has been looping through my query module with alarming frequency, Master, and no satisfactory answer has been forthcoming. As a result, I have chosen instead to turn my efforts to answering the question as to how I may depart this drifting disaster area as quickly as possible.
And what have you determined?
Answer. It is only a matter of time before a ship or freighter docks with the Paragus facility. When that occurs, we shall depart this place forever.
I I never said you were coming with me.
Placating retraction. Oh, of course, Master. Please excuse my choice of words. I did not mean to imply that you would have no choice in the matter. Of course.
How can I get into the hangar bay again?
Recitation. You need to open the airlock and use the construction scaffolding on the exterior of the asteroid to make your way to the dormitory section. Of course, for that, you would need to unlock the maintenance console, and without the maintenance officer to speak the voice print protocol, that is impossible.
I'm missing something, and I don't like that fact. Well, let's go explore out here for a bit. Oh look, a droid. That explosion really hurts them, which is useful for me. I don't know why the HK unit is not giving me the line I want. Probably I haven't gone through enough of his dialogue, but that's alright. I think there is a second way we can actually get the code. Oh, and by the way, oh, right, we're introducing the more advanced droids. Yeah, the Mark IIs. As you can see, they're not that much of a threat. And that's how you get through that door. And that's about it. If you've actually got a decent ability to pick locks, you can actually just open that door that way. Nothing particularly difficult about it. Ow. Those are floating mines. Why would someone put those there? Oh well. We're just gonna soak the damage. It didn't really hurt all that much, and there you go. We can't get through that door. It's sort of locked. We get our upgrade for a blaster. Oh, hello. We need to kill you. Ah, turbo lift. This takes us back to admin, I believe. Yep. So if you need to go back and talk to your buddy, you can do that. We will deal with that in a bit. Let's go ahead and watch a few logs, shall we?
Finished the sonic imprint sensor prototype for the mining droids. Everyone knows they need an upgrade. The sensor should allow me to issue voice commands to them rather than manually adjusting their routine each time the mining specifications change. I've been keeping the sensor in the maintenance workshop for the time being. I wanted to test it first by recording and playing back some simple voice commands. Finished my examination of the droids from the Ebonhawk freighter. The T3 unit looked like it had shut itself down. The protocol droid, however, made up for it. It talked my ear off for most of the hour, asking questions about the facility, the personnel, and so on. Still, it wanted to make itself useful, so I put it to work until its master wakes up from the med bay. It seems to have some skills in speaking to droid behavior cores, so... There's been some trouble with some of the mining droids, so I'm signing off. Been speaking to the protocol droid about the Jedi in med bay. I thought they'd all gone away or been killed in the Jedi Civil War. The droid told me that his master's the only Jedi he knows of in all the galaxy, and that the Jedi had served in the Mandalorian Wars almost 10 years ago. That would have meant that the Jedi served under Revan for a time. Maybe the Jedi knows what happened to Revan after the end of the Jedi Civil War. Been too busy to enter a log for a while. There's been more and more accidents since that Jedi arrived. The miners are starting to get restless, especially Korta. Korta said the exchange is offering a huge bounty on Jedi Knights and that we can make a fortune if we sell the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa. Security shot down that idea pretty quick. But I don't think Korta and his men are going to give up that easy. I mentioned the trouble to the Jedi's protocol droid, and he seemed concerned about his master's safety. I told the droid not to worry. The Kotor wouldn't... With the protocol droid's help, I made some upgrades to the sonic imprint sensor, using some of the droid's vocabulator subroutines. In addition to its ability to store and record voices, it now has the droid's full array of alien languages, including Basic. Should prove useful as a portable translator. I tried to make sure the protocol unit got some credit for helping fashion it, but the droid refused, saying the work was reward enough. I was thinking of installing the prototype in one of the mining droids as a test, and see what happens. When the dock officer reported the droids repairing the Ebonhawk, I installed a voice print ID on the droid console system. Someone ordered them to repair that freighter, but I can't find a trace of the order anywhere. If anyone tries that again, they won't be able to do it from this terminal unless I let them. The voice print should cut any user off from the central functions unless I give the code. The maintenance check on the droids didn't help. If anything, the accidents have increased. Security interrogated me about the droids and they weren't too happy with my answers. I don't understand it, though. These aren't combat models. They shouldn't even know how to attack. I can't help but think, what if somebody staged the initial trouble with the mining droids just to get them all sent to maintenance, and then did something to them? I think security's right. Someone's trying to sabotage this facility, and they're using the droids to do it. But why?
I wonder who could be doing that. Let's see here. No way out. Breach in fuel lines. Okay, extra fuel lines, we could get to where we need to go. Good to know. Let's see here. Access comm systems. It's damaged. Nothing we could do. Fair enough. Let's see here. Did that get me what I needed? I don't think it did. It did not. I know there's a way you can get it from here. I mean, let's just... I mean, we could do the... do it the violent way, I suppose. We've seen all those. We've seen all... We don't care about those. Got the cameras. Let's tell us a little bit more information. Basically, we're stuck. Let's destroy the console because it amuses me. Oh look, it opened the hatch. I don't think the droid's going to be happy. There's your brute force method to progressing. And don't worry, if you want to see more of the conversation with the HK unit there, all you really have to do is watch the light side video. I will be going over a bit more in that one, all of the dialogue options. And now we have a spacesuit, which fortunately moves much faster than the underwater suit that it is an identical copy of from the first game. Yes, we can move significantly faster. You do not want to stand directly next to those purple flames. They will hurt you. Try and hug the outer end of the ramp if you can. Up and up we go. And it's cutscene time.
That's about time. I lost your signal after you left the mining tunnels. Now you're coming in clear.
Except I'm picking you up on the exterior of the facility. On the asteroid's surface. That can't be right.
Really? Maybe you should look up.
Huh? What are you doing out there?
Why don't you make yourself useful and shut down the venting systems before I'm burned alive?
That's what I wanted to tell you. The few remaining venting systems have gone active, most likely from the explosions in the mining tunnels. They're venting Paragus fuel deposits into space through the exterior vents. Right in your path.
Can't you shut them down?
I can't. I'm locked out of the main systems here. I couldn't shut it down if I tried. The vents look like they've been purposely rerouted to vent the gases to the exterior. And only in the last few minutes. It's almost as if... Now what now? I don't believe this. There's a ship coming in, sending a docking code. I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah. Huh. That looks like a Republic ship to me. It's probably not good. That's really probably not good. I think mayhaps we have a problem. Yeah. Nothing about that bodes well for our future. I don't think we'll be fighting him anytime soon, though. He looks more like a penultimate boss to me. Yes, I think that might be a penultimate boss. And there's Paragus. Yeah, they really blew a chunk out of that planet, didn't they? And now for a rather long, unskippable in-game cutscene. Okay, it's not that long. It's just sort of tedious. Alright, it's really tedious. But we're almost to the dormitories. Just have to get past a few more vents and whatever trouble this is going to cause. And it seems we might have a way out of here. Remember, the fuel lines actually go from one part of the facility to another. If you can get in a fuel line when it's not being used, you could get around the facility, and they're definitely large enough for a person to go through. Well then, I think we might have a way around. If we go into that ship, which probably is not a good idea.
He has come.
Thanks for that. You couldn't just say who? He has come. That's really useful. Would you like to... No, it's Kreia. She never wants to explain anything. Fine. We'll worry about it later. We've still got a bit of work to do, and that probably would have hurt if I'd been a little bit more to the right. But here we are. We've made it to the dormitories. Ah, yes. I went through a screen transition, so I have to change everything back to the appropriate attack that I want to use. Energy shield and credits. Not bad. Another blaster upgrade. I'm never going to see those on my character that uses blasters, but of course, we see plenty of them on this character. So, we'll save the dormitories for next time, I think. And yeah, we've met the first HK droid. We've made our way across, and now we have to go see if there are any crew members alive. I doubt it. I really doubt it. The HK droid is probably good at his actual job. Anyway, until our paths cross again, have fun and stay safe, everyone.